Cricket's been played in this country since before the Revolutionary War, but most of us know very little about it, me included. I don't know the rules. I don't know how to play. I want to find out. It's a little confusing, though. Here's the way one person described cricket. You have two sides, one out in the field and one in. Each man that's in the side that's in goes out, and when he's out, he comes in, and the next man goes in until he's out. Somebody help me here? Whether you're in or out, or you simply can't figure it out, cricket is an exciting sport. All right, team, all right. It's a whole lot of fun to play or to watch. It's also fun to learn, especially with the friendly folks of the Santa Clara Cricket Club. So how am I looking out there? I mean, is it...
Looking pretty good, though.
You know, it's a gentleman's game. It's a very, very polite sort of a game. The Santa Clara Cricket Club is one of 30 cricket teams that play weekly matches around Northern California, transforming local parks into cricket fields with a simple piece of AstroTurf. Greg Whitacombe helped found the club 16 years ago.
I mean, if you look at something like this, it's pretty unobtrusive. It's a little piece of AstroTurf on a piece of grass.
Ready? Keep it close. Oh, good catch, all right.
Beginners are always welcome at the matches to watch and to learn the rules of the game. Club president Poneet Krober gave me some quick pointers. These are the wickets?
Those are the wickets, are also known as the stumps. And you're supposed to protect those as a batsman.
Since its invention back in the 1700s, cricket has been a very civilized and gentlemanly game, right down to its semi-formal dress code.
We bat in style, gentlemen. We bat in style. Just watch.
Speaking of gentlemanly, you can't argue with an umpire in cricket. If you're out, even if it's unfair, you just have to walk off.
Billy Martin wouldn't survive in cricket. There's no kicking dirt on shoes.
There may be no arguing with the ump in cricket, but it is the predecessor to baseball and has many similarities to America's traditional pastime. Batsmen are pitched the ball by a bowler, and if the ball is hit, you run between two bases called wickets to score points until one of your hits is caught or a fielder knocks the bails off a wicket.
But the range of skills that are required in cricket are much more. So you have to be able to score in 360 degrees around you. You need to be able to catch with bare hands. You need to be able to field close to the bat, far away from the bat.
Cricket also differs from baseball in that there's only one inning, and the 10 players on each team have one chance at bat, but they can keep on hitting until they're out.
All day.
Five all day.
Yeah. That's why guys score 100 runs sometimes. They just keep batting and batting and batting and batting.
It makes for an unpredictable and very entertaining game. Oh, yeah. You called it a
Toe-crushing Yorker.
The toe-crushing Yorker. One of the most amusing aspects of the game is the unusual terminology. It still makes league president Lax Sampath laugh after many years of playing the game.
Silly mid on, silly mid off.
That's actually a position?
Ah, what a whopper, wasn't it?
Why would you call somebody a silly
Mid off.
Is it somebody who's cracking jokes or what?
I guess he's silly enough to stand that close.
Oh, is he really close to the batter?
Close to the
It's
bat.
a very close
All
position.
the silly positions are closer to the bat.
That sounded really silly to me. It actually sounds more intimidating than silly, but I'm up for the challenge, and the members of the team set about adding me up.
Shall we crown you?
Let's crown it. Cricket is extremely popular in countries like India, Australia, and England, and it's had a long history in America, too, being a favorite pastime for early presidents like John Adams. Not wanting to besmirch their memories, I hit the batting cage for a little pre-game practice and immediately began hitting folks in the silly positions.
Oh. There you go. That's
Listen,
silly,
that was kind of silly. I hit a slew of silly balls
Sorry about that.
and make more than a few silly plays. I'm just trying to throw you guys off a little bit. And after being completely silly,
Come on, shot.
I eventually get the swing of it.
All right, guys, on your toes.
There's a polite camaraderie to cricket that makes learning the sport a lot of fun, both for adults and for children.
And they were playing cricket with the cricket ball. The grandmothers were playing. It was great. It was good watching grandparents play, kids play, girls, boys, you know, it was tremendous.
Free clinics are offered every so often by Santa Clara Cricket and other clubs to get new players into the game.
Oh, good job. All right.
Maybe in the next 10 to 15 years.
Start them young.
You start them young, yeah.
As for me, my time has come to prove my ability out in the field, catching fly balls with my bare hands.
Woo.
So can I borrow your guys' mitts? Your hands. I'll borrow your hands.
Oh, got it.
Oh! Success! I got one. 1 for 10. Finding out fielding is not my strength. I turn my attention to learning how to bowl. This is my pointing hand. This is basically saying, it's kind of like Babe Ruth saying, center field home run right here. But you're pointing like that.
Nice ball, nice ball!
With my new teammates cheering me on, I bowl my first ball and get an out. Miraculously, my second ball produces another out. 2 in a row.
2 wickets and 2 balls.
Right.
If you get one more in the next ball, that's a hat trick.
Wow.
So you got to try for it.
All right, go for the try. With the encouragement of my cricket mates in my ears, I wind up for the moment of truth, my hat trick bowl, and get a strike. Which unfortunately means absolutely nothing in the sport. I want you just to stay with it. I don't want you to lose focus. But it was still a lot of fun getting a couple of outs and a couple of tips on the game from this talented team. As our day of cricket draws to a close, there's one more custom that needs to be carried out. The traditional post-game refreshment. Cricket players have always had a latte at the end of a game, right?
I don't think so. I think there's a very Silicon Valley, you know, California.
It's a California thing. California cricket. Although Starbucks may have replaced the local pub as the post-game hangout for cricket players, the traditions of cricket continue, as they have for centuries, bringing a bit of international flair to the Bay Area and inviting new generations to learn this highly skilled and very silly sport.
I'm ready to bat.
For more information on games and clinics with the Santa Clara Cricket Club or elsewhere in Northern California, call the Backroads hotline at 415-447-6300 or visit BayAreaBackroads.com or Cron4.com.